Welcome back to another Cascade Mountaineers Dynasty video. We have another bye week as we come off the victory over Utah State. We're now 4-4, and we get one commitment from the quarterback Kenneth Carter. He is expected to compete for the starting job next year and likely going to end up as the backup, as I think Will Watson is going to offer quarterback ability. But given that I'm thinking about putting him on both sides of the ball, Kenneth Carter could become more valuable. Maybe we'll even do a 2-quarterback system like some college coaches try and force to work every once in a while. So I think for this bye week, we'll go ahead and scout the recruits that are committed. I don't allow myself to scout prior to getting a commitment, but I'm not going to have any issue with it once they're already committed because I can't remove them from my board. I'll just try and demonstrate here, trying to remove somebody from the board. Yeah, so you're not able to remove somebody who's committed. Kenneth Carter will be on the team next year. Let's go ahead and scout him to see if we can start figuring out what our squad's going to look like next year. All right, 2 worthless stats for a quarterback. Jumping is a 66, injury is an 83. So at least he's got some durability. He's got durability. The lineman, 63 speed. That's the lineman attribute we are looking for, absolutely. The tight end, Gabe Duvernois, he's at 71 catch and 70 pass blocking. That's not too bad. Honestly, he's big enough. We could probably slide him over to tackle if he is better than some of our tackles. Center, Anthony Cavallo, he's going to jump up to a 70 overall with just 65 stamina. The kicker, Rusty Phillips, he's at 71 acceleration. He's not that bad of an athlete. Might be able to get a couple fakes off with him. Garrett Humphreys, one of the bigger members of this class. He's going to have 82 injury, 77 zone coverage. So he could be an impact player on defense as well. He's got linebacker size, I would say. I don't know if he's got linebacker attributes. They might be trying to say he's a cornerback, but could be an interesting player on both sides of the ball. Kyle Mull, possession receiver. He's got 93 jumping, 51 spin move. Kind of got the makings of a shorter Drake London-esque receiver who can just go up and get any ball, but maybe isn't going to blow you away on the field. Will Watson, he's going to come in with 69 play recognition, 67 press, and 66 ball carrier vision. So maybe not as good in the secondary as I would like him to be if I want to put him out there at that position, but still not so bad that he wouldn't be effective, especially on this team. 76 pass block for tackle Terrence Lee, so it's better than Duvernois. That's a huge jump up, 6 points to 72. Can only hope that run block and impact blocking don't knock him down. He's got B strength, so I got to imagine he's going to be a solid addition. Probably could be a day one starter for us. 6'7", 288, so it's a big guy. Deonta Adams, he's just going to come in with 73 stamina, no movement on his overall. Eddie Henry, guard, he's going to have 72 strength, not bad. I would like to see it a little higher, but the young man out of Alaska is going to come in, and he could compete day one for a guard or center spot. I don't know if he's got tackle size. He does not have tackle size, so probably going to keep him on the interior of the offensive line. O.C. Lowry, the true running back, he's going to come in with 67 break tackle, 67 route running. So that break tackle is good enough to bump him up to a 73 overall. I have noticed that it tends to bounce some of these guys up faster when you don't have them fully scouted and they don't end up being actually that good, but we'll withhold our judgment there. As you can see, we have two games against FCS opponents up ahead. That's not going to be enough to get us to a bowl game if we win both of them. So we're going to have to win some 2 other games on the schedule because we already have a win against North Dakota State. So if we lose any one of the next 2 games against an FCS opponent, there will be no bowl game for Cascade in year 1. We're going to schedule both of these wide receiver visits for this week. to just try and get them to commit. We're leading them by so much. That should be all it takes. And I don't think we have any other visits scheduled this week. Week 9, I don't believe that's this week. Week 11. I think, he already visited. He should have already. Yeah, he already visited. Bye week. Already visited. Bye week. Kenneth Carter visited. So everyone has their visit schedule. I don't understand why these two are still showing up here. But everyone on the board is either visiting this week or visited already. With the exception of one of these guys who's a little bit lower on us than the rest. I don't think Selna hasn't visited yet. Spencer hasn't visited yet. Denbo, no visit. And Richmond, no visit. They'll probably be interested in visiting starting next week. So we can be on the lookout for that. Let's see where we're sitting at. With the commitment of Carter, we jumped to 38. I think that might be a drop, actually. I think we were at 36. But we got 12 in the class. That's going to be in the top 10 for the most commitments. Clemson is killing it, though, as they're locking in a ton of commitments. And then we'll go ahead and check the Heisman watch. We didn't look at that last week. Breece Hall, the new New York Jet, is leading the race. He's having a great season for the Cyclones. Hassan Haskins also having an all right season. No rushing touchdowns in the last game, though. Isaiah Bowser, he's jumping in there. I don't think he had a great season for UCF. I mean, he might have for their standards, but not a nationally standout season. And then I know I saw Dameon Pierce get drafted recently, in that last week, I should say. And I'm not sure how Jerry and Ely is doing in a traditional, like, I don't know if he's on a college roster or if he's on a pro roster right now. Check out the season stats. Parker Cron in 74th amongst all quarterbacks. Edmund Chandler at 61 now, as he's still looking to break 1,000 yards this season. Henricks, 429, leading the team in passing yards. He's 147th wide receiver. Tackle-wise, the Isaac Wisner, who got a concussion last week, he's sitting at 8th with 33 tackles, one out of the top 5. Platt still leading college football with 14 sacks. He's far and away the number 1 sack king of college football this season, almost leading it by twice as many. Colton Guys with 7th with 5 interceptions, one out of the top 5. And then kicking wise, Knutson sitting at 125th, so there's only one worse than him with 37 as his long kick of the season. That was the third and final bye week episode of the Cascade Mountaineers Dynasty. From here on out, it's going to be games, and a lot of them. We have 4 left to play, 4 weeks left in the season. 2 against FCS opponents. Any loss will end our bowl hopes at this point, unless I guess to an FCS team. But any loss in the next 2 games, and we will not be making a bowl game. So be sure to check out the next couple episodes as we play some of the more important games on our schedule. Thank you for watching.